Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hear me?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can I ask permission to record and also take notes on this
Yes.
meeting?
Yes. Definitely.
Okay, no.
Lalo pala ng boses mo.
Malaki ba yun? Di naman. Nice to meet you. Jarrell.
Nice to meet you as well. Sir?
Um, are you at Davao?
Yes,
Tama?
Davao po.
Nice. Huwag ka muna magpo kasi parang,
Masyadong magalang.
parang magkaedad lang yata tayo. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Diba? I'm 20. Naka-20 ko lang last month. So,
Oh, I thought, 18 eh. Kasi sinabi ni ano sa akin, ni,
uh,
ano pangalan nito? Si Albert.
I became a coach when I was 18. Pero I
Wow.
I'm now a 20-year-old, so I'm not a teen anymore.
You've been 2 years in, ikaw coaching, no?
In coaching. Then I started my journey actually at 11, creating content at YouTube. Dami ko na in-unlisted. And then dun ako nag-build ng experience. Even without a job, I've already learned how the market behaves, paano gumawa ng content, how to attract attention. Tapos, syempre, parang content is like a strategy or in a business already. Doon ako nakakuha ng experience din. Parang ano na siya, snowball effect sa mga clients or sa mga job, etc. Anyways,
Perfect.
I want to get to know you better. First of all, before we start, meron ka ba next meeting after this?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm committed for this. So, we're
Okay.
good.
Saturday, day off mo naman. Are you in a good energy?
Yes. It's my
Okay.
day off.
All right, that's good.
Actually encountered some problems earlier, no?
Mm,
Nakatulog ako mid-shift. I was not able to sleep kasi yesterday, so
all right.
was quite messed up. Nakatulog ako, tsaka kahit yung boss ko.
Bakit? Bakit naman nagalit boss mo? 'Di ba, flexible naman yata yan or shift ka talaga?
Yeah, it's flexible naman, but you'll have to respond kasi if mag-message sila. I was not able to do that. So,
Hmm, okay. All right. Yeah. Are you ready to start?
yes.
Okay. Actually, organized na yung mga nakalagay dito. We're going to talk about your story identity to up to the end. So, about your story and identity, I like to know who are you and what do you do? Kahit brief lang.
So, currently, ako, BA.
Mm.
So, it's a very broad term. Pero, um, specifically is akong appointment setter for one job. It's a full-time job.
Mm.
Another job is that I am a SOP creator. So gumagawa ako ng mga SOPs and quizzes, custom GPTs.
Mm.
But that's just a part-time job. So technically I work two jobs right now. And my situation is I would say transition. I want to transition into entrepreneurship. So ang goal ko ngayon is at least earn at least just a little bit more than enough than what I currently earn for my two jobs, and
Mm.
then I quit my two jobs and then finally go full time with business. So that's my goal.
All right. And the very first start, bakit mo pinili yung freelancing? And how
Um,
did you start?
is it really called freelancing? Tama ba yung term ko?
Yeah, in virtual assistant, it's freelancing because you're serving
Oh yeah,
service
yeah.
to a client. Yeah.
Freelancing, of course. Yung income, yun number one na reason.
I
And dati kasi I first started working at a call center,
mm,
and the environment was not good at all.
I
It's very toxic. Hindi siya flexible.
that's true.
I know na yung mga call centers, they could understand what I'm talking about.
Mm,
It's really relatable talaga siya. So I said to myself na I always have the yung goal na maging entrepreneur
mm,
and earn from an online business. So I thought it would be very hard. Not it's not impossible. It's very hard for me to earn start earning on from an online business if magsa-start tayo. Um,
Mm-mm.
if we do it whilst working in a call center. So I thought na, oh, I should get a VA job, at least a work from home job, so I can buy some time for myself to work on an online business at the same time.
Yeah, thank you very much. When it comes to your, I think you're already in that industry for so long, both call center and virtual assistant. But are there any points in your life na nagkaroon ka ng turning point or maybe breakthrough and stuff?
Hmm. Is it like before na nag virtual assistant ako or
Um, I think,
what kind of kasi
mm,
I had my breakthrough nung I was still working in a call center and I decided to be a VA and I also have like a breakthrough. Nung VA, currently VA ako, and I decided to start, working on an online business. So,
mm, all right, that's good.
part.
Yeah, I think you answered it naman. In terms of like, it's up to you if you want to disclose it or not, since
Uh,
I might be using this for your case study. But are you comfortable sharing how much did you earn before now or hindi?
yeah, I'm completely comfortable naman. It's fine. I don't see any problems with it, man.
Hmm.
I currently earn. So you wanna ask like how much I currently earn?
Yeah,
You
because
know?
the reason why I'm actually asking you is this is for your numbers and proof or credibility. Para din malaman natin how much did you transform at this current date of your income in the future as well. Say we
Sure,
already
sure.
know you're going to go your business and stuff. So, pwede kong sabihin na you've earned from this point when you're a virtual assistant and now you have a business. So, it's
Oh,
also your chance then na ma-highlight ko rin yung ganun in your future.
um, I currently earn roughly around 54,000 pesos. So that's like $950 per month.
That's two jobs na already, right?
Two jobs. Yes,
Right. Very
jobs.
hustling. In terms of your projects, what's your biggest project or client win so far?
Mm, I actually just it's a program kasi yung ginawa ko.
Mm,
And si Albert, you know Albert, right? Albert
yeah,
Reyna.
you introduced me.
He recommended na I'd start
School.
from my friends,
Uh,
take them as my case studies. So,
mm,
ayun yung ginawa ko.
that's good.
Yung target market ko kasi is students.
Mm,
So, I started with them.
mm,
Now, I've encountered some problems such as like yung wala silang time.
syempre naman.
Yeah. Tapos nagba-back out. Ginagawa ko na may ano na ako. Like, it's a customized solution for them.
Mm-mm.
So that it's also a case study so that I have something to show for my future clients whenever I want to monetize my work. Eh lang yung problema is nagba-back out sila. Um, like in the middle of the nag-agree na sila na I want to take part as a case study. And
Mm-mm.
suddenly nag-back out kasi walang oras daw ganito ganyan.
All
So yeah,
right.
I'm at that point right now.
Mm,
So quite doubtful na it's possible, but I'm hopeful.
okay. Hopeful. I think that's normal then. Kasi considering that they're not paid, what more pa sa paid? For me, based just to share to you my experiences, kahit mga paid clients, they already paid and stuff, pero para sila pa ngayon lugi if they quit. Kung nagka-quit sila, because they don't really have time. That's the same for students or breadwinners already working. So at least I have an insight also na maybe I can make a strategy on it. But moving on, in terms of your metrics, nagtatrack ka ba ng mga metrics like client revenue, conversion rates, or wala pa?
I track some metrics, but it's not on like the online the business side. It's more
Hmm.
of like a personal stuff. Like um, I have a habit tracker, and make I have metrics for it on like how consistent I am,
Hmm.
and meron din ako ano, yung kumbaga naka-organize yung task na kailangan kong gawin.
Yep.
That's just, my way of organizing stuff. But I don't really have, I don't use metrics for the business itself since I just started.
Okay.
Um, the way kasi na I figure out things is that I take the risk first. So I acknowledge the part na hindi ko maintindihan yung isang bagay unless I try it out first. So that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I'm doing. I'm just, the term for it is like I'm just winging it.
Mm-hmm.
So parang
Okay.
dinarano ko lang, tinitest.
Parang ano sa ano, nasa trial and error.
Yeah, trial and error. I read a book kasi dati na you're actually not supposed to know everything before you get started.
Hmm.
The name of the book is Unscripted by MJ DeMarco. I
Hmm.
read it when I was like 18, 19 at the time. And he said something in the lines of that. And I was totally different before kasi. Before I had my first job as a call center, I was completely different.
Hmm.
My biggest pain before was that I was living with my parents, which were very controlling. And
Mm-hmm.
it was a big problem for me because I was behind with the exploration stuff. But so, like you're in a conversation and wala kang masabi na, oh, I've experienced this. I've experienced that. But
Yeah.
that was my biggest pain before. And but particularly it was about my social anxiety. And thankfully, I overcame that. And that's the like biggest takeaway ko before. But now you will never know everything before you get started. So you have to take action first before you know what to do.
Okay. That's actually true. I do have a name for that strategy.
Mhm.
It's a poop strategy. You know why?
Right.
Kasi trial and error, tae strategy. It's one of the humor that I teach my clients. Pero that's a good one to take kasi for based on my experiences. Um, you will never become a coach if you have never experienced such thing. So even if you search ChatGTP about how can you, what's the experience on this and that, you will never understood the gravity of it, and you will never teach something that you have never experienced. Not all the time, but I think most of the time, if you want to be a coach,
Right.
experience, knowledge, then dapat lagi silang magkatumbay. So yeah, that's normal, bro. In terms of your like, do you have platforms that you actually rely on in terms of learning or systems and strategies?
You're asking kung ano yung mga platforms na.
Platforms, number one, maybe in terms of how do you learn, and also number two, how do you market if you're already on the personal brand or marketing your stuff.
Oh, I usually use before I was just using YouTube for consuming content.
Mm.
Then I discovered School, which is there's a lot of communities there, and you can learn 10 times more than just going to social media. So in terms of kung saan ko kinukuha yung sources,
Mm.
I do like research from like yung mga existing talaga na research papers, and I either go to YouTube as well or School, and from real people like you. I ask some questions, get real insights from those who had already done it. Now for the marketing part, not really sure, no.
Mm.
But I use School mostly for connecting with other people. So with that, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I don't get a whole point pa kung paano mag-market and like, um, yeah, how to market my product. So I guess YouTube as well. I did some content man before, but it was from a totally different niche, which
Mm.
is not irrelevant, pero hindi siya same sa current niche ko. So I guess YouTube as well.
All right. Thank you for being honest. So the question is, how do you get clients in terms of your process? Or not really vague answers, but paano ka nakakuha? application ba or stuff?
You're talking about like the case study that I had.
No, no. You as a virtual assistant, how do you get clients?
Oh, sa virtual assistants pala. Okay.
Or as a freelancer in general?
Freelancing pala.
Mm.
I thought like earlier was we were talking about the case studies for the online business.
For the earlier one, ano ba, as a freelancer muna? Yung
Okay,
early,
yeah.
yeah,
So meron akong answer dyan. The way that I had my first client is Online Jobs PH,
I know that very
right?
much.
And LinkedIn as well. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I got my first client.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually, ang expected nila is going to take like at least 3 months for me to get my first client. But I did it for just 1 month, which
Mm.
was, for them, it was pretty impressive. But it was a lot of hard work for me. I had to like send 100 proposals to different people in OLJ, Online Jobs PH. So I created this routine now. Every day I would write down proposals, like at least two proposals to each of the yung mga jobs done na nag-fit sa qualifications.
Mm.
So that's how I did it. Online Jobs PH and Upwork as well.
Uh, can you get specify ano namang ginawa mo dun sa Upwork and then dun sa LinkedIn?
As a LinkedIn, you
Ah,
said.
sa LinkedIn and Upwork.
Yeah, I'm aware na sa LinkedIn, you'll have to, make some posts, like build your portfolio, di ba?
Ah,
But the way that I did it is I did not even make any posts sa LinkedIn. What I did is that I set it up just a profile na yun yung send ko mismo dun sa client. Like say, for example, sa Upwork, um, the way that it works, di ba naman, is you'll just send um, a proposal,
mm.
right?
Yep, with pricing.
For the pricing.
Yeah, mag-send ka din ng proposal with pricing, tapos duration, right? Ganun.
Oh, my
Or if,
proposal is, yeah, for the price. You're asking about kung magkano yung na-price ko sa sarili ko?
mga ganun. Pwede na rin. Mas maganda rin if specific.
Hmm. It was a long time ago, so I don't really remember in detail kung paano ko ginawa. But I
Mm.
don't include the pricing. So,
Okay.
bottom line siguro, no, na medyo hindi maganda yung mga ginawang proposals dati. Kasi it's more on like parang convincing lang na, oh, just, we can hop on a call and we can talk about like what things I can provide to you,
Mm.
like experiences that I had. Parang ganun siya.
And then, you mentioned, di ba, sa LinkedIn, parang gumagawa ka na lang ng profile mo on LinkedIn. Tapos, send mo sa client. On Upwork? Parang ganun.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. In terms of that, you can be honest here in the case study. You don't have to lift up yourself na parang dapat may result ka na. So this is a talk. So in terms of Upwork, have you find successful in that? Is marami din nahirapan dun?
Upwork, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, the thing is, I did not get my client from Upwork.
Mm.
I got my client in online jobs PH.
All right. That's good to confirm. Um, in terms of like uh, from before and now, what's one system or workflow yung na-upgrade mo na that actually changes everything?
Um, hmm, one
Kasi,
system or
kasi,
work.
kasi for me, if I'm going to answer that, I do also use AI and also teach it, AI models and stuff. I integrate it with my productivity, plus I do calendar blocking, and then uh, Habitica, it's a gamified to-do list that actually, you know, if you combine that system or workflow, it makes me more motivated to do deep works or 90 minutes to 2 hours, 4 hours per day, no distraction. Parang ganun system. Tapos namin, gumana siya. How about you? Do you still have those system or are you still in the TAE strategy?
I believe Yeah, I actually made something. It's a big change. Kasi gumagamit ako ng habit tracker, like I mentioned earlier. But the version that I had before was just using notebooks like this.
Ayun,
So, ang nangyayari, since I
ayun,
was working, um, yeah,
can I see your notebook?
wala nakalagay dito ngayon,
Uh,
actually.
okay. How
But
do you do
I
that?
have my ano dito, dati. Let me show you. So,
Sige.
ako makita ko ba. This was my first habit tracker before. It was like 3 years ago, I think.
Mm.
Oh, it's almost 4 years ago actually. Ito.
Oh,
Blurred siya.
naka-blur ka.
Ayan.
Ayan,
Nakita
nakaganda.
mo ba?
Kaya nakikita
It's
ko
from
na.
December 2021. That was my habit tracker.
Grabe, sobrang haba na naman
Nearly
2022.
4 years. So I've been using this system. I learned it from YouTube
Mm.
with the YouTuber Hamza Ahmed. Ginaya ko lang lahat.
Hamza.
So I've been very consistent with it until now. Ginagamit ko pa rin siya. So what I did is I migrated from manual note taking into Google Sheets as my habit tracker.
Mm.
Can I
Okay.
send ba ng ano dito? Ng
Pwede, pwede.
screenshot?
You can share screen or you can send the G sheet. It's up to you.
Oh,
Um,
wala kasing
wala kang permission.
yeah. So I'm just gonna set it up here.
I'll
Okay.
give you naman permission if you want. Um, ano to?
So I'm gonna send it here. Yeah,
See, you can. I can.
there we go.
Sige. I'll share screen para makita din ang recording natin. Diba pala na record? Okay. This is the one. February. Bakit may mga red highlight? Hindi mo nagawa, ibig sabihin.
Yeah.
Can you see?
It actually changed over time. So if you look through like each month, there's changes as well, like from how I manage it or how I organize. So before it was just like that, then made some changes. Then yung pinaka-latest na version niya is you have like the consistency chart.
Mm-mm.
So you get to see like how consistent you are for each habit.
Consistency chart.
How to use that one, the principles. Yeah. For
Uh,
the month of August, that's the
okay,
trend so far.
you're upgrading. Grabe, ang ganda ng system mo. I will save this to your, ano, to our chat.
Sure, man. Tapos every the way that I set it up is in every, let's say, DW2, it's a code for deep work, block number 2.
Mm-mm.
I have Google, I set up Google Calendar with Google Task. So it's labeled as DW2. And these are the tasks that I'm supposed to do today. So that's the changes that I made so far.
Okay. Does it help you naman in terms of like staying organized and then you track it in your physical or in G-Sheet also? Tama, G-Sheet ba?
Yes.
You have a
I
separate ano dun, tracker, right?
so bale nangyari na nag-migrate lang ako from using my notebooks as my habit tracker and to a Google Sheets. Because the thought or the idea is if yung gagamitin is Google Sheets is I can use it everywhere.
Hmm.
Like, I have it on my phone, I have it on my PC, then it's completely synced compared to like your notebook. You'll have to carry your notebook anywhere. That's like
Okay.
very inconvenient for me. So that's how I managed to do it. It was very good, kasi it
Yes.
really changed the way that I track my habits. So you have now a number to know exactly like, oh, I'm slacking off with this. I'm very inconsistent with sending proposals and getting in a calls with clients. So
That's
yun yung
good.
changes, I think, that really made it possible.
Na-access mo ba siya offline or nakaka-enable ba siya offline yung kunyari G-Sheet?
Yes, it could be enabled offline.
Nagsisync naman. Alright. Thank you for the system. In terms of, we do have 1 hour limitation this meeting, baka makatayo agad. But ito naman yung lesson and mindset, the value that you can teach to the audience. What's the number one mistake that you made so far as a freelancer?
Hmm. That's an interesting question, no?
Podcast ano na to edition.
I'm thinking, ano yung mga mistakes ko dati. Kasi madami.
Oo nga. Take your time. Yung pinakamabigat, pinaka-emotional, pinaka-life lesson ng transformation that change you who you are today. Yeah.
Biggest pains as a VA, tama ba?
Pwede rin, mistake, pain, life lesson, same.
Let me think of it.
Take your time. Take your time.
Baka yung take your time, abot ng 30 minutes.
Sige lang.
Thank
30 malapit na matapos actually. So, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
That's a good one.
So I guess the biggest mistake that I had is I overthink too much. So kapag it's like very natural for us ba na if you don't know the field, you're gonna overthink. Na, what if anong gagawin ko if para makuha ko talaga yung makakuha ako ng client. That's like the part na nahirapan ako dati kasi I overthink a lot before I take action.
Mm-hmm.
Now I realize over time since I get a lot of I now make more progress than before. It's a lot different if you just acknowledge now you don't know everything before you get started. So you have to take action first before you know what to do. So it's the biggest mistake that I had. It's like
Same.
nakaka-slow down kasi siya. Kasi it's like you have to overthink before you take step. When yung kailangan mo lang gawin is you just have to take, the first step. Then figure out the problem and solve that. Solve the problem that's in front of you. So,
solve the problems.
yeah.
Okay, that's good. Siguro yan din yung pinaka-struggle ko, but little by little, overcome naman siya. Yeah, so in terms of your belief or habit, what's that belief or habit that helped you grow the fastest?
Habit, right?
Yep. Belief or habit, mindset or habit.
Mindset.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a good question. No, because I worked in a call center before, and my workmates used to have this belief ba na you have to enjoy life to the fullest.
YOLO.
But for me, parang it was very stupid, no? So, ngayon parang enjoy ka lang, inom ka lang. And
Pressure.
then you hope, you imagine yourself to work really hard tomorrow. So, parang nauna yung suffering. Nauna yung pleasure kaysa suffering. So that's the total opposite of how I see life. The way that I see life kasi is that you either work really hard right now and then enjoy as much as you can tomorrow, or it's either you just parang tinatry mong i-balance out or i-mix yung dalawa, which ends up you being stuck as an average person, which is exactly what they do. So what I do is that if I um, want growth, then I focus fully. Like it's an extreme lifestyle, ba? I set up my environment for extreme work so that I can have extreme pleasure later. I don't seek balance because I don't see the point of balancing your life, ba? Na I have to feel pleasure today, then at the same time mag-work din ako. It's not how I see it. So it's like unbalanced siya. That's
Mm,
what I had.
okay.
You work hard or you play hard. Work hard, play hard. That's the term for it. Yun pala.
That's good. I have a lot of things to say on that, but you're in the mindset of delayed gratification, and some people have the credit card lifestyle. You have the debit card lifestyle.
Mm,
So in terms of the balance, you can actually balance, but it takes a lot of skill and demand of your time and attention. But
I guess it's just not for me. Balancing. I tried it before. It didn't work out well.
yung balancing, you mean yung magpa-party tapos mag-work? Yun ba
Oo,
yun?
ganun. Ganyan, iniisip nila eh.
Hindi balance yan. It's actually a lifestyle that's not organized and no prioritization. That's
Well,
not
that's
balance.
how they find balance before.
That's their definition of balance.
Mm,
Iba yung definition mo ng balance as an entrepreneur or soon to be an entrepreneur as a virtual assistant na may dalawang trabaho, iba yung balance niyan sa isang part-time worker. So it's all about prioritization.
yeah.
So thank you for sharing that. In terms of that, how do you handle the rejection or inconsistent income?
Hmm. I haven't really experienced pa, no, thankfully,
No,
uh,
no
consistent
rejection.
income.
Pogi mo siguro.
Huh?
Pogi mo siguro, wala kang rejection or
Oh,
inconsistent.
hindi naman po. Of
Uh,
course, you know, sabihin natin na sobrang gwapo mo, ganun. Pero you're still gonna face some rejections, man. Um, the way I would handle rejections is that I'd say I take the feedback and I do the best that I can to, change what was, bad or needs to be improved
mm,
with my behavior. So if you got rejected, there's always going to be a reason for it, and you can make use of that feedback to improve yourself. So what they say is that failure is is the best teacher. Uh, Ewan ko anong libro yung nabasa ko, pero sinabi niya yun.
mm,
So yeah, that's actually true because you can never get the best feedback. For me, the best feedback is like a criticism from someone.
constructive criticism.
Hmm. Because you can take that feedback and you can take a look introspectively and
Mm,
see what you can change realistically.
mm,
Because if you get just feedback from people na they're just being very nice to you, they're not really saying the things na ay actually pangit yung mo performance pero sinasabi lang ang ganda. So there's no growth in that. So I would rather prefer sorry
yeah.
to receive criticism rather than fake or flattery from other people.
All right. Thank you very much. In terms of your books, you mentioned that you've been reading a lot of, hindi mo sinabi, pero may mga nabasa kang books. How many books have you actually read or finished so far?
Hmm. Um,
Lang ah. You don't need to count your
Six.
books there. Six.
Yeah,
Mm,
but
that's good.
it's not that I've already finished everything. The way that I read kasi is hindi naman siya yung tinatapos ko talaga. So it's like I have a question in mind, then I look for that answer in a book. That's the way that I read.
Okay. Kung may mga hindi mo natapos, isasama.
O isasama lahat.
Uh,
It should be at least 10 books.
all right. Ready ka naman maging visionary? Kasi tatanungin kita about,
Dictionary. Yeah. Ano ba
where
yun?
do
Parang imagine ako ng
hindi. Di ba kasi seryosohin? Pero seryosohin mo pa rin. Where do you see yourself in the next 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years?
hmm, 1 year. Ano yan? One year?
Yep, that's short term, mid term, long term. 1, 5, 10.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that before.
Uh,
So
you heard a lot of
one
it.
year, 1 year from now, of course, I gotta have to.
Diba? 1 year from now yan.
Oh yeah, 1 year from now.
Sige.
Um, I should be earning at least more than enough from what I earn right now. with my online business. So
Mm.
5 years from now, I should be dapat settled na yung because the big picture here is I want to retire my parents and I want my girlfriend that I'm currently living with her right now to
Mm.
have her we can have our own house, like we live in a stable life with our online business. So 10 years from now, I'd say completely financially free, like the life that you don't have to work anymore. In that point, I'd say I do something that would fulfill my soul, such as like providing free value for Filipinos. That's really had always been my goal because, kasi, I don't know, I just see na there's a struggle here in terms of entrepreneurship. Like, um, I see like a lot of coffee shops in here, and iniisip ko lang na what if no na they have someone to guide them to make a business that would actually be lucrative at the same time very helpful for other people. Because the way that I see it kasi is kapag kadalabas ko, there's a coffee shop here, tapos may gagawa na naman ng coffee shop. And then later on, magsasara kasi nalugi.
Mm.
So it's like the whole picture or the after 10 years siguro, yun yung mission na itatakal ko, which is to maybe provide some insights and help entrepreneurs build their
Mm.
own business.
Own
10
business
years from now.
in the right way, di ba?
So it will not be about gaining more income anymore. It will be about doing the work for fulfilling my soul. Ganun.
Mm. Okay, medyo mala ano ko na dun, mala missionary na parang coach na nagbe-build ng kanyang legacy more than
Yep.
just money, di ba?
Because
Baka
I
naman sobrang
no.
tumanda ka na niyan, ha? Huwag mo namang kalimutan.
Oh. I think
Sige.
kasi na, no, there's gonna be a point na you don't have to worry about the money anymore. Yeah, it's just about providing. You'll reach a point like that, I believe, naman. Though you still have, you still have to work, but the work that you do does not feel like work anymore. It feels
Mm.
like play.
That's good. Kikilig ako.
So eventually, you're gonna look for um, a parang mission na you want to fulfill na
Mm.
you'd be happy ba. Because I believe na money will make you happy. Money
Mm.
but money does buy happiness, but not until you reach a point wherein you like have unlimited money and
Hindi
you're
na.
eventually gonna seek for something makaka-provide ka ng value instead of just getting money because you can't get everything with money.
Okay. True naman, no?
Mm.
Uh, wait lang, ah. This is my last question for you. Bago tayo ano. What's one tip that you can give for a freelancer who wants your result as of now, then maybe in the future?
Hmm.
Grabe, no?
Get
To
started.
full assistant. Di ko kaya yun, to be honest with you.
Just get started. You
Hindi.
will know when you get there.
Nagets ko na nga eh.
Huh.
Pero, uh, I just cannot do work in that situation. I tried before. Pero, maybe I can work, kaya ko mapuyat, but not in a sustainable way. So,
Oh, oo nga, no, yun yung problema eh. It's because, graveyard shift yung.
sabi mo nga implied in the message, it's not for everyone. So,
Yep, definitely. It's not for everyone.
naging actually,
Um,
wait lang.
I've,
Sige, sige. Ako muna. Then you. Actually, naging motivation ko yung, maiwasan yung to virtual assistant or 9 to 5 job. Kaya ako naging coach then. It's because it gave me a, a, sense of urgency that led me to take massive and messy actions. So yeah, you may proceed.
oh, um, sa akin, no, from yung sinabi mo na it's not for everyone.
Mm.
May nakita kasi ako dati na when I was still in training before as a call center,
Mm.
it's like they have the fighting spirit, pero yung katawan nila is nagpa-fail. Hindi
Oh,
kinakaya ng katawan nila yung trabaho. Yung problema kasi is aside from like you have a, usually for call centers, there's gonna be a toxic environment for it.
super.
Main problem din is yung tulog. It's
Super.
very hard to sleep during the morning or during afternoon time. So you cannot add up everything. It's a lot of stress on your body, your mind.
Okay, gets na.
It's not feasible like long term. So
So, mas ano pala sa'yo, feasible yung ano, di ba? Turf virtual system na flexible.
yeah, I'd say feasible siya. Pero with the goals that I have, yung income is not enough.
Oo nga. Hindi siya enough.
Oh,
Naiintindihan kita.
I want my parent kasi yung sitwasyon ko kasi ngayon is my dad is still earning money from yung land na minana niya sa ko tito. So pinamana sa kanya. We're very grateful for that and it was actually very surprising no na sa kanya pinangalan mismo. So nabenta namin 'yon and the way na nabenta is staggered yung bayad. So every month he receives an income from it.
Okay.
Now, he is senior citizen na. So, I think 2 years from now, mag-stop na yung income dun. So that's gonna be a problem kasi anong maging source of income na nila? So I'll have to take over financially. So that's exactly the main reason why I'm hustling right now. I don't know if it's the word for it.
Amen.
I want to settle my family. It's not about me anymore. It's about the people around me, the people that I love that matters to me. My parents and my girlfriend. I want to settle them, and I want to live a life that they could explore anytime they want. They're not stuck in a 9 to 5 job. I want them to relax and enjoy. Their happiness is my happiness. So yeah.
Grabe ah. Mukha ka ng tatakbong tatay ah. I think
Okay, sinasabi nila eh.
Tsaka I think natupad na partially yung pangarap mo. Kasi, magre-retire na yung papa mo, sabi mo senior citizen. Or retire na talaga siya?
Oh yeah, magre-retire na siya. 15 na nata siya eh. Mag-senior citizen na siya. Pero ang problema, wala siyang source of income.
Yun nga yun eh.
Yun. So I have to take over financially. Pati yung mama ko din. Maraming mga, alam mo yung marami siyang yung mga sakit-sakit.
Oo.
Sana naman hindi
Huwag naman ganun.
complicated.
Wala pa naman mga maintenance, di ba? O meron?
Merong mga maintenance na.
Meron na.
Yun na eh. Yun yung problema. Parang time bomb.
Baka lang.
After 2 years, you'll have to take over na. So I'm preparing for it. Preparing for the worst.
That's good. I think that will actually bring you a lot of experience kasi real life na yung testing more than just the books and stuff. So, I understand bakit naging ganun din yung goals mo because you have a family that's relying on you. So, I wanna, hindi ko alam ano masasabi sa'yo eh. Because that's a real life. And I do not know your background or your exact situation of your family. And if I give advice, it's not going to apply 100% because I'm not in your situation yet. Or wala pa talaga or never. But I think you'll be successful if you continue your current mindset right now. So I admire that. I think also kaya yung mga businessman parang gusto na mag-asawa, yung iba gusto mag-girlfriend is because they want another motivation, which is meron na silang pera, gusto naman nila pahirapan sarili nila kasi boring magkaroon ng pera, anong challenge? Mag-girlfriend, mag-asawa, mag-provide.
Okay.
As a man, yun naman talaga yung tungkulin natin mag-provide. And I think that journey, that season you are right now is where you'll actually contribute to your long-term legacy, which is to provide. So it's already God training you na, in the 10 years at least, you're already a provider. You already have a provider mindset. Alam mo na paano maging tatay. Alam mo na paano mag-advise sa mga kabataan. At napagdaanan ko yan before, 10 years ago. Napagdaanan ko rin yan. So, kaya mo rin yan. Alam mo, may mga ganun. Yan na yung the very testimony and case study that you will actually have in your life. So, natutuwa ako na nagjo-join ka sa mga communities, nakilala mo ang pogi nating si Albert at,
Yes.
meron kang
Si
dalawang
Jet
trabaho.
din.
Ah,
Si
ano
Jet
'yan?
din.
Oo.
Okay po kayo, sir.
Mga gano'n. Basta hindi ko masasabi, hindi ko masasabi. Pero sabi sa Bible, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. So, nakakatakot ka pala nung ginawa ka, 'di ba? Natakot sa'yo yung you only have 15 minutes but, um, tapos na yung case study actually. Tapos na 'yan. Yung last ano na 'yun, nasagot mo na rin. Um, I think all I just wanna say is, if you need anything, if you wanna ask questions or wanna connect, nandiyan lang naman yung messenger ko or yung school. In terms of you, it's really great to know you.
Oh, yes,
Elder.
man.
At saka napakaganda ng storya mo. It's very inspiring, and I really like it. If I'm going to use your case study in the future, we're going to make content about it or share it on social media or stuff in the future. Hindi ko pa alam kasi nagkakalit pa lang ako. It would be very humbling and also connecting to the audience to the point that they can relate because it's a very emotional story. It may not be I earned $10,000 for last 3 months, mga ganun. Hindi, it's not like that. Uh,
Mm.
it's more about your story, your human connection. That is what makes school a good platform because it's all about the people.
It's a gift. It's a
Yep.
gift, man.
It and your story cannot be copy pasted exactly by any other billions of humans in the future. We never know if we're getting billions pa ba yun,
Mm.
baka mabawas eh. Pero, your story is a good book. It's very inspiring. At kinikilig ako dun sa storya na yun. Ako, grateful ako kasi may magulang ako, wala masyadong pinapakain or wala talagang pinapakain na tipong parang kailangan ko
Child ka
mag-apply.
ba?
I'm an only child, but also I have half sisters and brothers, sa
Oh, we're the same, bro. Only
apat.
child din ako.
Oh, grabe. Sa
Ah,
akin naman, sa papa ko apat, ako yung bunso. Tapos sa nanay ko, may dalawa ako dun. Tapos ako yung panganay. Pero I'm an only child na may 5 lahi. So, can you guess anong lahi ko kung meron mo, kung may mukha man ako may lahi? Yung isa, nagmukha daw akong Indian. Pinarabo ako ng LinkedIn na ano. Mukha naman
Indian,
ako,
sinarabo ka.
mukha naman Pinoy, di ba?
Medyo, actually, parang tama sila. Oo, kasi ano yung,
Sabi mo mukha akong Bombay. Joke lang.
hindi. Siguro sa Indian na part. Matatangas ka sa ilong nila, tapos mga kulot. Maganda yung
Ah,
lahi nila.
okay. Pero mukha naman akong Pinoy. Tingin mo lang. Wala na akong ibang lahi. Mukha lang Indian.
Yeah,
Tama.
I'd say, siguro.
Okay.
But if I were to judge, like, from the first look, yeah, I think siguro may lahi to. Pogi
Okay.
ka eh.
Kasi ang hirap kasi ma-distinguish. But do you have any question that you want to me? Kasi to be honest with you, kaya ako ang dami kong calls or ang dami kong time mag ganito ganyan. I'm a busy coach, okay? But sinusulit ko na yung mga spending time and also call time with the people that surrounds me, even in school, na mga bago lang. Because next week is may pasukan na. Pasukan ka ng DLSU. So it's going to be like business tapos handle ko pa tong school na 'to, yung school na literal na pag-aaral, tapos may
Hmm.
school din. So, yeah, do you have any question that you might want to ask me or get to know me?
Yeah, just one question though. Do you think you're still continuing to pursue a college degree, or are you planning to drop out sometime? You're in
Well,
college, right?
yep. Well, that's the case. Siguro dati when I was Franklin Mayana fan, is I'll drop out. Okay?
Mm.
Diploma diskarte, syempre hindi diskarte. Pero knowing the insight from the Bible tapos yung mga greatest tao na na-meet ko like Chinkitan or yung mga tao internationally or what I've learned tapos
Mm.
GDP and stuff, summarize ko yung lahat. It's going to be dependent and you have to be strategic. So if you're in the situation right now that you are providing for your family and your priority is to provide, maybe school may not be, pero kung yung strategy mo is gusto mo magkapagtapos and then you want to earn higher income and then want your career to be more stable, then sali mo na yung family, then take the diploma. Pero for me, I have an advantage because there's a mom from the United States na OFW or parang resident na nagpa-provide for me. Sometimes I do pay the tuition, but she paid the tuition, so why not take an advantage on it, considering I'm in a prestigious school. Pero once she stopped sending out allowance or parang sending out this tuition, there's a high likely chance that I would quit and not pursue a degree. It's because ang degree ko is where hindi naman siya masyadong kailangan ng degree in terms of marketing. Even if you have a degree of marketing and then you go to the United States, they won't actually accept it because they're finding nurses, computer science, or mga in-demand job naman. At marami na magagaling marketer doon. At yung marketing na pinag-aaralan ko or coaching na pinag-aaralan ko, pwede mo siya malaman sa real practical skills which is more efficient than courses and school,
Right.
communities, network. You have a lot of leverage for me, when it comes to stopping pursuing a degree. But for me, yun yung masasabi ko, I'd quit school, then pursue this and stuff para mag-focus dito sa business na to, mas sustainable at parang sa akin hindi masyadong sustainable sa akin magbayad ng ganong kalaking tuition. At hindi na rin ako mag-aaral ng another public school or another medium school, semi-private and stuff. Kasi alam ko, nagkaroon ako ng discernment that the priorities that I have, the decisions that I have, the values that I have, the conditions that I have, the situation that I have, summarized in the advice of many people and AIs in my
Mm.
situation right now, mas efficient, mas maraming pros ang pagkukwit. Okay? Maliban na lang kung gusto kong maging doctor or engineer. That's a
Yep.
different matter. Okay? So it's really on the context matter. Yung sinabi nilang diskarte unahin, diploma unahin, tapos kung ang life naman nila as a coach ng bilyonaryo or parang may mga family na nagpo-provide tapos ikaw is nagpo-provide ka tapos two virtual assistant, it's a different answer. So I think there's no one fit answer because people have different situations. That's why I sometimes as a coach, I really need to live your life so that I may be able to understand, ganito pala yung buhay, therefore ganito yung answer ko or advice ko. So,
Mm.
okay? Did I answer your question, Sir Jaron?
That was a beautiful answer.
Uh, Beautiful
10
with the
out of
word.
10.
Oh,
Nakaka-inspire. um, I do have a question though.
sige lang.
How many years?
Nagbibigay ako ng advice on how can I stop ano lang If na kulang tayo sa time, you can call me on Messenger. Pero ang lakad ko pa naman sa ministry, mga 2 p.m. Pupunta ako UP kasi may event kami ng Campus Libre.
Uh,
I'll end this muna ha. Yung,
all right.
itong Fatom, ito lang.